Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a rather good weekend. Welcome back to your daily dose of the long dark, where things are progressing. I am currently 73 days into this particular interloper run, and things are developing. The wolfskin coat is under construction, which means I've got to worry about cabin fever. I have enough meat for a few days, having retrieved the bear from Forlorn Muskeg. There's the distinct possibility of hunting another ptarmigan, which would be very handy for the improvised quilted jacket thing. I can't remember what they call it now. Yeah, I don't really get to complain about progress apart from the lack of matches. I've got exactly 6 matches left. But we do have some possibilities. Finish the coat. Actually, once I finish the coat, then I've got to consider returning to the coastal highway because I'm running out of whetstones here, and my nearest supply is in Quincy's Quonset garage in Coastal Highway. So I will have to pack everything up and head off for that. However, for that journey, I really need some kind of emergency food supply, so that rather than carrying stinky meat, I'm carrying tough and inedible cattails, which means another trip down to the Forlorn Muskeg if the weather works in my favor, which hopefully might mean a few more dead wolves. Anyway, let's see where we are, because I can't entirely remember what my situation is. Well, that's my situation. What time of day is it? Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. It's showing the... Oh, that's irritating. I don't think I can change the position of the day-night cycle there. Alright, now, presumably I had a look at the weather last time. Oh, yes, okay. This is potentially interesting. If we don't have a free fire day, but that should not stop me from dashing up into the hills there after ptarmigan. And here is my meat supply, which is definitely good enough for a couple of days. So what we're going to do is continue construction of the wolfskin coat for a few days. Not for a few days, I beg your pardon, for a few hours. Where did I put everything? I assume I put it down here.
Too heavy.
Stop complaining, Mackenzie. So we will just craft this for a couple of hours. But we do not, among other things, need to consider making another set of yeah, the word will come to me in a minute. Think we've been to Unnamed Pond. Yeah, we've been to that particular hunter's blind, I think. But the logging cabins is an interesting point, yes. Might as well eat food. Yeah. This isn't going to be... Yeah. Oh, I haven't been. Okay. Yeah, somehow I don't think I'm going to voluntarily head out in this. Yeah, this is gonna kill me soon as look at me. Nope. Yeah. Well, this is where things get interesting. Because I know I'm going to get cabin fever shortly. And yet, I have little else to do but continue. Oh, okay, no, you're right. I haven't been to that one.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I wonder if you can shut up, Mackenzie. Oops. I know I need to sharpen the knife. And this is why I need to head back to... Yeah, that's why I need to head back to Coastal Highway. That's my last whetstone. And I do have several, I hope, more in stashed away in Quincy's Quonset, but yeah, a bit late to be starting out to go anywhere. And yeah, every single oh, ooh. Is that all the wood I've got? Ah, I'm thinking of spending a few hours fishing. I can't believe it's going to let me start the fire. And the reason I'm thinking of spending a few hours fishing is... The problem is I wouldn't be able to spend the night. But it might help with cabin fever. Drat. That's very bad timing.
Here.
I find this next move distinctly questionable. That's the only firewood I've got. That's the problem. Here we go. Hmm. It's probably too late now, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, never mind. I should have. The moment I had the opportunity, but I had not completely solidified the idea of going there. Never mind. Best laid plans, so to speak. Hey, Danny, how are you doing? And how are the fur babies? Hello, Peanut.
Something's gotta go.
Oh, that's most disconcerting, Danny. Yeah, my son is looking for a job for the summer between now and August. He is not having much in the way of luck, unfortunately. Um, he has spent the last week, 10 days. Well, actually, I was going to, if there's free fire in the morning, I was probably going to do something else, but it's light enough that, yeah, it's a valid point. Yeah, he's looking for, yeah, a sort of summer job, and it's apparently being a very bad experience for him. So I did a bit of research and I've sent him some links for temporary summer jobs for students in the hope that some of that might help. But from what he's telling me, people just aren't hiring. I mean, he's done all the usual. McDonald's, KFC, filling shelves at supermarkets. In my day, they'd put a sign on the door, or you just literally walk in. Nowadays, you've got to go and do it online, and then of course that takes a while to filter through to whoever's doing the hiring, which is very difficult. Well, no, teens aren't hireable. I mean, when you consider it, in all honesty, he's just done his A levels. So anybody hiring him over the summer knows he's not going to be there more than a couple of months, and then he's off to university. So, yeah, that does make things difficult. But you'd think that high turnover jobs, I mean, traditionally, McDonald's was always a high turnover job type of thing, or filling shelves at the supermarkets, It's, but no, they're not even hiring that. He's even looked at doing cleaning jobs. Um, but yeah, uh, when I was Alex, when I was oh grief. Well, my son's 18, so that's less of a problem, but I think here it's as much logistics as anything else. How long are they actually going to be having this person? That sort of thing. Oh, grief. But that's not good for that. That is not a great situation there, Danny. I mean, it's not a great situation for my son. I mean, when I was a kid, I think I can't remember how old I was, 13, I think. Um, I will drop him a line on that soon as this live stream's done. That's actually a good idea. But when I was his age, I had spent the previous 5 years. And what I used to do was wash cars from age 13. I basically canvassed my local neighborhood until I had a sort of coterie of people who would want me to come along every week, every 2 weeks, once a month, something like that. Um, and I would wash cars. And then in the holidays, I would literally knock on every door in this particular area and say, do you have any odd jobs? Do you need somebody to mow your lawn? And I would do that through the summer. Um, so that by the time I was his age, I had a moderate chunk of money in the bank from doing that. But he's not really in a place where that kind of thing is as easy. But oh wow, yeah. But the thing that sounds. I mean, for some basic jobs like filling shelves, that's not that's not expensive. I mean, my first actual job where I got paid by a company was, if I recall correctly, filling shelves for a local supermarket. I've told the story, I think, about the application process, and it was literally a case of I go in and they say, put these on those shelves, and that's what I did all day for a week until I got an offer from a university and then left. But granted, in my case, that was 42 years ago. So things have obviously changed. It's a bit of a shame because it makes. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's a shame because it makes it harder then for teenagers to start getting that job mentality, that professionalism, which he's going to need later. Um, yeah, and just to give you some idea of what it's getting like in Manchester, two of my favorite. I normally go there early in the morning and I stop and get coffee at Costa, or yeah, Costa. That Costa, which is in Manchester Piccadilly, it's in the town, in the city centre. Nope, they've closed it down. So last time I went down to where I normally get my hair cut and my beard trimmed, and there's a Costa right opposite. So I went there. No, they were shutting down the next day. So things are getting rougher. Um, in a way, his best chance is get into university and get a part-time job there. Manchester University's website, in fact, does have part-time jobs for students and advice on that. And they do have jobs where you can work 5 to 10 hours a week just to get a little bit of extra something. So it is It's getting increasingly difficult. There you go, 73 days, 16 hours, 34 minutes. Oh, I also need to do. Oh, right. No, he's looked at cleaning services. Um, I will give him. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thought. One of the things I found is though one of the job searches I did, they had a couple which looked kosher, and then they had several which really did not look kosher. But you know, right, what am I doing? I might as well go sleep for 4 hours and then. All right, what's the likelihood of a refire day? Not completely impossible. Yeah, he did talk about a position as an Uber Eats type driver. But you know, he would need. Well, he's got a bike actually, but he would need a proper scooter, and it would only be for a few weeks, so it's definitely not worth the investment. So, what am I doing? What's my clothing like? That's still new. That's. Ugh. What have I got in terms of cloth? Okay, I can get more of that. Oh. Uh, yeah, scooter, motor scooter type thing. Um, oh, you can't see this. This is really funny. Um, you can actually see more on the screen than I can. My screen is completely black. the the streaming scene, you can actually see more than I do. That's funny. Yeah, or an e-bike or something like that. But I mean, e-bikes are still expensive. They can be very expensive. Well, I'm just gonna cheat. Oh. Well, no, for us, you see, when I say scooter, it's motor scooter. It's if you are wanting to get a motorcycle, actually, he could probably ride a motor scooter on a no, we're talking about, yeah, you're talking about something like the Italian Vespa, the classic scooter type thing. He could probably ride one of those with his existing license, but yeah, they're not, even a cheap one is expensive that I can't afford, and he can't afford, and his mother can't afford. So, yeah. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, potentially interesting. There's a distinct chance we might get a free fire here today. I can't remember whether I put this stuff away. I did not.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where it is. Actually, I know where that is. Yeah. And grab sticks. Yeah. It's all a case of, can I survive a quick trip out? And get a bit of this done and a bit of that done, and whoops. Almost done with the wolfskin coat. So, oh, grab some water. I'm going to need that. Aha! We have a bit of a shot here. Do I have the bear hide on? Ooh, I do. What am I doing with the bear hide? I don't know what his resume looks like. And well done for remembering that we call it a resume and everyone else calls it a curriculum vitae. Why was I carrying that? Alright, quick dash for sticks. Let's see if we can find sticks. Do you know what? Well, you call it a CV. CV stands for curriculum vitae. I think we should go down to the logging trailer. Yeah, what do you mean, like I'm doing right now, Eugene? Oh, it's going. It's weather is still not right up for this. Let's just keep this fire going for a bit so that it's here when I get back. I don't really need a torch, to be honest, with this. So last night's podcast on, what is it called? Survivor's Corner was interesting and recognized.
Wait. I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
while I wouldn't say promises are made, it does look like we've got half a chance for another DLC arriving at some point, which would be nice to have, especially given the delay of Black Frost coming out, if it ever comes out. Yeah, I know the torch is about to go out, but I've got a fire over there, so this was a little bit redundant. At the risk of overdue cynicism, or is it pessimism? And I can't remember the gentleman's name. I'm not sure I really should say anything. Saying they've got future plans is one thing, but that doesn't mean they're going to happen, of course. That's just something to bear in mind. And he's got to come up with something positive for his audience. So, yeah. Oops. So I do hope they have future plans. That would be nice. Oh, that's a pretty terrible torch. And so is that. I've got a suspicion this is not going to work out. Sticks. Definitely need sticks. Oh, it's going to... This is killingly cold. Yeah, I don't have a method of judging his track record, unfortunately. To be honest, I would rather they work on Black Frost so that we can get that. Because we know they've got reduced... I'm very tempted to grab this.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Let's see if we can get some firewood this way.
Come on. That did it.
Oh, this is not going to work. How much can I get from that? I can get 58 minutes. I need an hour for the fire. The fire needs to be warming me up, which it is not. Eesh. I don't have time, do I? I just blew my chances there. Oh, yeah. Okay, that was going to be a failure. And now I need more sticks. I was genuinely hoping that would warm me up. I do, but I do. Well, let's give that a try. I don't know why that would help, but let's try. I don't know how much it would help. Well, that is in a sheltered spot, at least. Yeah, I've got 2 teas.
So cold.
I noticed there was a significant lag yesterday in the podcast between what was, I mean, it was sometimes really significant between what was being typed. Okay, I might have been worthwhile for future. I'd like to know where they got the backdrop for the podcast from. Right, we got some firewood. Okay, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Oh, yes. And that knife is about to go the way of all flesh. Well, to be honest, I have not stinted getting the birch bark, but that definitely helps. Definitely something I need to make sure I do. That looks almost like Aurora. It is. We have an Aurora coming up. Who knows? Maybe I can trade for... Yep, we got an Aurora. Yay. Where's the radio? Well, I can't see it just yet. Aurora is too early in the day. But what I can do is I can... Let's see if it's good enough to do a bit of crafting. There we go. Cabin fever risk. Yeah, that was an inevitability. Let's see whether Sutherland has matches. I don't suppose I would be that lucky.
Back at it, I guess. It's not much, but it's what I've got.
Oh, no, that's better. That's something different. I'm going to try something. I don't suppose it'll work.
Shoving off.
So two things I'm going to try. I don't know whether it'll work. One is step outside, force a reload, step back in. Oops, wrong way. Oh, where's the door gone? So we'll just pop out. Pop back in. See whether that makes any difference. Where's the radio gone? Where's the radio? It's not the radio. Oh, it's over here. Of course it is.
Hey, what's the story? I'm up for it.
No, that's exactly the same.
Right.
So what we'll do is, given that we've got cabin fever anyway, given that we have plenty of wood, I am going to
Need to close my eyes.
I'm trying to fiddle the game in a way that I don't have the slightest idea works. So let's see.
Up for another trade. It's not much, but it's what I've got.
No. Oh well.
Shoving off.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I would have to save the game. The one thing I find amusing, and I kind of knew you could do this, but they did make specific mention of backing up your slaves. Backing up your slaves. Yeah, your slaves should always be backed up. Now, he did talk about backing up your saves. It's never actually... it's never actually something I've seriously thought about doing. But they did say, they did mention it. So... Bingo, we have a wolfskin coat. Nope, wrong one. one wolfskin coat. Well, oh, blast. This is not a good situation to be in.
Too heavy.
Should have headed out sooner. Oof, oof. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, there is a cave near here, but I'd probably freeze to death getting there, wouldn't I? Because it's, yeah, ptarmigan area, and I think that's warmer at the back. I think I observed that last time I was in there. What is my risk? Oh. It's not a case of cabin fever risk. I've got full-blown cabin fever.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so...
Hmm. I don't think have I ever actually had full-blown cabin fever before.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Because I think I'm gonna have to go and basically spend 24 hours in the fishing hut and light a match. What are we thinking? Yeah, I don't see that I've got any problem, any choice, do I? Well, the good news is I can make it to that. I do have... You don't reckon I should go fishing instead? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to go fishing. And go, because it's closer. And I'm still going to have to light a fire, probably. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to have to
I wonder if I can drop any of this...
take the pressure off my kidneys for a couple of minutes. Oh, wow, we do have some lag on YouTube, don't we? That's... Oh, no, we don't. Hang on a second. No, it's okay, not as bad as I thought. Right, so I will be back in a couple of minutes. Hi, Chris. Yeah, I've got, in terms of fuel, I've got 9 pieces of wood, and that's it. I've got 9 pieces of wood. I'm not sure. That's 9 hours, plus the fact that it'll be burning more slowly. So what would that be? 18 hours, maybe? And warm up without a fire at the back of the cave, if I can find the cave. That's actually going to be more of a problem. So I think we are going to go dashing for the...
I need to drop something.
I think we're going to go dashing for the hut. I hope I can find it. Should be able to see it. I hope. Otherwise I'm going to have to dash back and do something else.
Some place to escape this cold.
Right, let's get a fire lit. Oh, I got a fish. Yep. Oh, let's do this intelligently.
Freezing.
Just in case it doesn't work.
Come on. It worked.
Yep, gonna need to bank up the fire a bit more than that. Oh. Ah, right, we are getting...
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Oh, I can't use bait. Oh, never mind. I thought I could use bait with the tip up. Oh, and it turned into a nice day. I should have waited. Doesn't matter. Let's get some water going. Oh no, I do this an hour at a time, don't I? Oh, hello, Mr. Wolf. And the wolfskin coat is... The wolfskin coat is proving useful already. Or just dump all the fuel in. Okay, oh, that's more than enough. Yes. All right, this is going to be interesting because I want to see. He's going to just come. Oh, no, I'm good. People would probably find a way to use them to their advantage. It would depend, to be honest with you, but I wouldn't be surprised if they I would be amazed if they just stopped. It's not impossible, I suppose, but like I say, I'm a pessimist. Or is it a cynic? Or both? Of course, one thing would be that most of the electronics would die. Actually, hey, at laxity. I am dealing with cabin fever right now. But I got a dead wolf. What am I doing? Making water and cooking wolf. Now there's the bear. It would be hilarious if I managed to get the bear over here. Unfortunately, all my wood is in the fire. But, actually... Well, The bear apparently did not decide it was worth coming after me. Any more feathers? Bear didn't decide to. Actually, I just realized where's the bits I tried? There we go. Look, I can learn very slowly, but I can learn. Oops. I should have gone out and see if I could persuade the bear to come after me, because if I could... Oh, he's over there. Oh, let's keep an eye out. That's the first time I've done in this run that I've done shoot the wolf from the doorway. I'm glad that still works. Snack food. Wolves as snack food. And very gratifyingly, he went down immediately, which was nice. Bear's probably gone behind that rock there. But at least I've got the wolfskin coat. It's a step in the right direction. I was just thinking, you know, it's funny. I know that I normally, at the weekends, where I basically say, right, I'm going to do whatever I want. Sometimes, I swear, end up working harder at the weekends than I do during the week. Yesterday, I was up at 3:30 in the morning, on the computer by 4, and I was making... What I typically do is I do 2 short videos Saturday and 2 short videos Sunday. Now the 2 short, unless I'm going into Manchester, which I will be next weekend. So the 2 short videos on Saturday, that was fine. but that takes a while to do. But yesterday, because what I have to do is, and I ought to streamline it, but what I do is, okay, I'm going to be doing this particular task. Let's try doing that task first, make sure it's doable, make sure I know what I'm going to do, and so on and so forth, right? So I do that, then I record it, then I upload it, create the thumbnail for it, so on and so forth. Rinse and repeat for something else. With one thing and another, I messed up one of the videos I was uploading, had to edit it, sort of, just to chop it in half, re-upload it, redo the thumbnail. And by the time I actually thought, oh, I ought to possibly do some cooking for lunch, I've been going for 6 hours at that point. Hello, Mr. Bear. I wonder if we can persuade you. Let's see. I think the bear is coming for me. It looks like it, doesn't it? It feels like a nighttime hunt. Now, I can't light a fire because all my wood is in the fire over here. But if I can persuade him to come walking past, because he's on the same basic track as the wolf earlier, so I might be able... he's definitely interested. Don't think I really needed to do that. I think he's coming anyway. Yeah, he's coming anyway. I just got to get this set up right so that he can come walking by. And seeing as I've got to stay awake for about 4 hours anyhow. Yep. He's seen me. Yep. He's seen me. Well, pretty certain I hit him. I nearly mismanaged that. Okay. I'm just gonna do the bears kill 1. I heard the arrow break. And he went scampering off somewhere. But the good news is I'm not going to be sleeping, because I can't sleep, can I? I'm not going to sleep for a while.
Feels like night is coming.
And that is how I actually prefer to shoot bear. Now the problem is got to be finding him. Did I hear it? Oh my goodness. And actually, YouTube is... Yeah, YouTube is actually quite a way behind. And I cannot see... Nope, I can't see him. I'm just going to have to stay awake until he's dead. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Best kill is still at 1. I wish I'd been able to stop and watch, but I fluffed the shot a bit. I'm pretty certain I hit him because I heard the arrow snap and I heard him gallop away. So I'm pretty certain I hit it, but
I might have to drop some gear.
and the thought running through my mind as that thing was charging towards me, which helped me not observe my shot properly, was if I get mauled, I'm dead. But I still think I hit it. If I hadn't hit it, I would probably be dead, because it definitely went running away. Oh, great. Well, no, he was charging towards me. No, he definitely knew I was there. Yeah, but this question is, when I hit him, was I undetectable? Yeah, that's going to be a slightly more complicated thing. Now, what is my archery level? Level 2, nearly level 3. I've had several of those now, actually. Slightly surprising. Mind you, I've got... Yeah, I can't remember. I've never gotten a one shot with a bow on the moose. Have I done it with the rifle? I can't remember. I know I've gotten 1 or 2 shot kills on the moose with a rifle. Yes, it did. Yeah, that's very true. I'm going to be obsessively checking my log now.
I'm gonna need to rest soon.
And it's still alive out there somewhere. Probably not at all happy with me. I cannot tell. It's really strange. Oh, that is... I'm actually having to look over at the stream there to see whether the tip-up had worked. I had not realized the lighting is better on the stream than it is here, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I know. Yes. Yes, I have. It's giving me nothing but whitetail. Pretty good. It's good for a while. Take me at least until morning. I had an estimated 9 hours and I had 18. Yeah, we're doing reasonably well. Let's have a little bit of a test. I just slept for an hour. That was at 6 hours 13. Now it's at 5 hours 42. So it's going about half. It's going about half the speed, which is yeah. That rough estimate of double seems to be working. Okay, how's this for an idea, Eugene? I grab some meat and water, dash back to the cabin, and then come back here in the middle of the blizzard. What do you think?
Something's gotta go.
I mean, there's no wolves or bears out there. Oh. I'm gonna take this, Oh, well, there's not much I can do about it now, is there? No, it's okay. Doing alright. Wolfskin coat's still at 100%. So, like I say, what do you think, Eugene? Oh, good grief, no, I'd get lost. Look at that. That is dreadful. I have... Yeah, no. Okay. I was going to think about taking some of the meat during the blizzard, but I think that might be a little bit risky. Yeah, but I need to get this stuff done somehow. I can't sleep too much because I want to be able to check for everything. Don't understand the comment. Oh, you put everything away. Yeah, okay. Well, thing is, Eugene, if I do that, I'll forget it. It's been done before. And amusing as it might be to die after, say, 80 days, it's not something I'm in a rush to do. Right. Can I put my clothes back on now, please?
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Watch me forget something. Please be dead. Yes! 2 bears killed. I got it. All I gotta do is find it. Light a fire by it. Stash it all away in a travois. Now let's try and see. Where is my... Oh, there's my arrow.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I'm not carrying 1,000,000 liters. I've still got... Still got a bit of time. Two hours. 2 hours. No, I'll be good. I've got 2 hours.
Too much stuff to carry.
I just did. Now, you may have noticed, the moment I caught that, it became my first priority. And there we go, cabin fever. It's now fixed. All I gotta do now is gather some wood and go after the bear. Yeah, I don't have any tea. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, might be a limb behind here, but we'll see. It's actually fairly warm. No, there isn't. And there are typically no sticks in this area, are there? Not doing well in the hunt for sticks. Oh, wait a minute. I think there are some on the island, aren't there? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, I was foolish. Ah, okay. Uh,
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
well, we've got more food. And a bear, if I can find a way to harvest it. Excuse me. Not quite how I envisaged the day going, to be honest. But I'll take it. And even if I don't collect the entirety of the bear, I do want to at least get its stuff on the ice, you know?
Can't feel my hands.
For one brief, exciting moment, I thought the bear was back, but it turns out, no, it's just the fishing hut doing its imitation of pretending to be a bear to my nervous mind.
I might have to drop some gear.
It's a good idea. It should be relatively safe over there now, seeing as
Feel my
the
feet.
wolf and the bear are both dead over there. I'm probably carrying too much. Yes, I am. It's a good job it's not too cold. I mean, this is a positively warm and balmy day. Okay, granted, I do have that coat on. And we have the travois. Don't forget, went to all the trouble of making the travois just in case we got a shot
Die if I don't
at the bear on the ice. And we did. So, progress.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Of course, now... Yes, I know. Yep, I know. But there's always a little part of me that's wondering where the wolf is typically between me and the... There's typically a wolf between here and that fishing hut. And I haven't seen it. Which is interesting. For certain values of interesting.
Never felt so cold in my life.
No, this wolf was the one that's over there. So don't forget, you've got the wolf here. That's a spot. Sort of between, yeah, here and there. Then you've got the one over there. He was a one over there. Then you've got the one over in that direction. And then you've got the two over in that direction. So this one was an over there wolf, not a behind me wolf. Never mind. Okay. Progress. I'm not stinky. Yep, I've got water. Let's go cattail hunting with a torch. Oh, blast. Ah. I don't have. I've absolutely run that to the limit.
I need to drop something.
And there's the bear. Well, I want to get that. It's not too cold. I can actually do it. And I'm not seeing any wolves around here. But I do want a fire for that little operation. I need the cattail. Oh, good grief, I need so much. Too late. I forgot about it. I'm sorry. I didn't have a... Oh. Confused thinking. I was thinking I could light a fire, but none of my torches are any good anyway, to be honest with you. Sorry, there was a requirement there that I have more than one thought in my head at a time. And I did not on this occasion successfully manage to do it. I need wood to harvest the bear, but I don't have a fire. Ah. Well, I've got 11 cattails. That's a step in the right direction.
My fingers feel numb.
Got the bear, but I don't have the means to harvest it at the moment. I need... Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm just concerned a bit, to be honest, by no torch and...
Goddamn freezing.
Pat them out on the ice, yet there seems to be no wolves. Have I searched this one? I have not. Oh, look. Oh, that's handy.
I need to find a place to rest.
Actually, do you know what? Seeing as it's relatively clear, we have an outside chance that I might be able to do something imaginative. Yeah. We're going to warm up.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
We're just going to warm up. Okay. Yep, that's what I've been doing.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint. Too heavy. Cold is making my head feel thick.
What I'm going to do is drop the wood I just collected off at the huts near the bear, because I'm going to need it for harvesting the bear. Warm up, although I don't technically, I can get away with this if I can just go back to the ranger's cabin. I don't need to warm up very much. Dash back to the ranger's cabin because I don't have any food on me except for the cattails, and I don't want to deal with that. So
It's starting to weigh me down.
yeah. But the firewood I just got is good for approximately 6 hours if the weather holds. Well, longer than that. 9 of those lasted, oh grief, a full day.
Wait.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do, Eugene.
Cold and warming up again.
Well, technically I'm going to leave it in the hut. Yeah. I'm going to leave it in the hut because I want to go in there to warm up. Although I could just dash out and stack it by the bear. Right. Warm-up activity.
I'm getting weaker. I need anything right about now.
Poor bear. Following his nose,
You're slowing me down.
only to receive an arrow in it. That's okay. This is what you call a calculated risk. Yeah, I think today's thumbnail is going to have to be hunting the bear on the ice. Because that's exactly what I did, to my complete surprise. Needless to say, I know I keep talking about it, I have still been working with the AI to create my thumbnails. The AI that you liked, Eugene, that was AI sorry, the thumbnail that you liked earlier, Eugene, yeah, that was AI created. Including me sitting in the chair. That's actually going to be my sort of placeholder for long dark live streams. It's going to be that image because it's kind of suitable. Because, yeah, I think, because I don't know. One of the things about this is, while I might have an idea, when I'm doing a video short, I know what I'm doing. It's quick and easy. Makes coming up with a thumbnail straightforward. When you're doing something for this, making it in advance is somewhat risky because I've got no idea what I'm going to do. I did not expect to shoot the bear, for example. I did not necessarily expect that I'd be spending the night
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
in the hut. Again. But I wish I could show you the thumbnail we've got for the live stream thumbnail I've got for Warframe. I hope it makes people smile, because it I don't know whether you know it, but one of my most frequent quotes, if you like, for Warframe is always hug your Kubro. Well, the AI helped me put a picture together of the operator in Warframe on the orbiter
Just want to lay down for a bit.
hugging
The sun's setting. It's gonna
hugging her Kubro. Yeah, I know, I'm just observing that. It's only one cattail. So, yeah, it's actually a rather nice picture. A girl and her Kubro. There will be a girl and her Kavat at some point as well, which Eugene will like, because a Kavat in Warframe is basically a cat. Kubros are sort of dog-like and they behave like dogs, but they're hatched from eggs. And to me, they've always looked like evolution took a koala and did something imaginative with it.
I could eat a horse.
Yay! Oh,
I can barely walk with this much gear.
did I hear that? That's the sounds for a accoutrement, what's it, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We got another. Hang on a second. Yeah, we have another Aurora, which is interesting. I want to talk to the trader, see if he's got anything.
Something's gotta go.
Well, the lights are out, so I figured you'd be on the air. Here it is.
I do want the wolfskin pants. Rather have matches. This takes forever to make. Mind you, it was 32 hours to make the wolfskin coat, and this is what, 38 or something? And I've got to find a car battery and 3 liters of lamp oil. Not sure about this.
Right.
Oh, sorry, my bladder calls. I'll be right back. I love your blithe confidence, Eugene, that I will survive long enough to actually make a trade.
Well, my pal on the radio.
Alright, where's he actually got
I'm
me?
up for it.
What does he want for that? Okay, that one's an easy one. That's straightforward. Cooking oil I don't really need. Coffee I don't need. Let's start off with that.
heading out.
Here we go. Flour is definitely going to be useful. All right, I need a thoroughly good night's sleep. Should be okay. Oh. But head out to the bear. Hope we get now I need to lock that up. "76 days. Oh, okay. Right. Let's see what the weather's doing to us. Huh, look at this. Understandable.
That's done.
Hang on.
Can't feel my hands.
It's kind of funny though. Today's title is appropriate. "The Long Dark, you have to carry the fire." That's actually a quote from Cormac McCarthy, "The Road." I actually read The Road while watching the movie. It's a very depressing movie and a very depressing book, to be honest with you.
Too cold to think.
Now we've got to hope for clear weather and enough heat. And yeah, I'm watching this torches condition there. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Oh no, I'm good.
Come on.
What we'll do is get the fire going. I could have done that later. Yeah. Use a few sticks to keep the fire going. As he said, go in, dash, get the books. Ah!
Waste the damn time.
Well, I've got a couple of moments. Oh, why do I get the feeling I just made a mistake?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I was trying to jump. Yeah, I know. There's a good chance that I'll lose the fire, but still.
Damn, I'm freezing. Come on. Come on.
I've still got to take the stuff apart. But I've got the travois, so I can take it all back, I suppose.
Well, thank goodness for that.
The problem is, it's not warming me up. Ah, I forgot to check that. Come on. Why
Too much
aren't
stuff to
I?
carry.
I need the blasted. I need the heat bonus. I'm not getting warm. Right. I can't quarter it.
I might have to drop some gear.
Where's the blasted travois? Where's my travois? Too late.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry. I need to drop something.
Now, I'm pretty certain I can't do this. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't let me do that. Any feathers? I got the feathers earlier, didn't I? Yeah, it's not going to let me do that. Well, that was almost a miraculous day. I mean, even if I dropped dead right now, okay, that would make it a bad day. But if I, if I were to drop dead on the way back, that would have been a pretty remarkable day. I got very, very lucky, I think. I'm going to take a chance here. Eugene will not approve. Yes, I know, Eugene. We've been through this many times before. And I'm not, if I can avoid it, I'm not going to take him indoors at all. Yeah. I had 2 liters of non-potable water that I picked up rather than leave behind because, as Eugene has once pointed out, I do have water purification tablets. And there's a wolf on the ice. That is a wolf, isn't it? I'm gonna have to kill the wolf. Never mind, never mind, never mind. We can get the wolf. What we're gonna do is persuade him to come after me in the hut. This is the wolf that I was worried about, you see? I'm not carrying enough smelly stuff. Yeah, now I've got your interest. Come on. I'm Stinky. And I don't want to go after him per se. Well, it was a free fire day. I have complications. And I was going to have to face this thing anyway, so... Oh, right. Yeah, because I cannot go up that way without that wolf coming for me, and I do not want... Ah. I need a torch. And an opportunity.
Turned out pretty well.
Where is he? Come on, wolf. There you are.
Come on. I would do anything for a drink.
Which meat are you talking about?
That did it. Can't feel my feet.
I need some warmth over here. Six of one, half a dozen of the other, mate.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Now, I've got a bit of a problem here.
Come on.
I don't have time to finish this off. So I'm going to have to do something. One way or the other, I've got a bit of a problem.
All right. I need something to drink. Let's see.
Shut up. I don't have time for your complaining. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Quarters despawn at 0%, yes. So I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Do I need to start harvesting this? Yes, I do.
Slow me down.
But not quite sure why. I'm gonna have to do this sort of thing here. That's what I'm going to do. I have no choice. So I'm going to have to do this whole sort of thing I'm doing right now, which is where I do it in here, drop the stuff off. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a sleep save. He's absolutely right. Grab my firewood from here. So, so what I'm going to do is, yeah, basically sleep, stop the stream, and then tomorrow we will resume where we left off. I'll hit escape while I'm talking. And actually, yeah, okay. There we go. So. Okay, this is actually not a bad position to be in. And we will sort out the various logistics tomorrow. But this was a highly successful day. 2 dead wolves just dropped. 1 dead bear. Everything harvested. I should have time to basically harvest everything in the bag, even if it takes me all night. And then, yeah, we've got things we can do. We have a situation here, which is I can even cook myself some meat. In fact, I've got some bear in the travoy. Right, okay, so we are in a good position. I will do a quick save. I must remember to do that in the morning. Yeah, no, I'm familiar. I am sort of familiar. I know I needed to get everything harvested as fast as possible. I know I can't leave it in the travois, which is typically why in the past what I've done is obviously get the travois to where I'm going and then unload it. And then you have a glorious bear cookout day. I was actually hoping that I could cook outside as well, but apparently that's not going to happen. So I'll just have to do it the long way. And then just, yeah, stash everything and take it back. But that was a good run, I have to say, for me. So, thank you everybody for watching, as usual. I hope you all have a great day. I just didn't want to leave the wolf, or more precisely the wolf skin and the guts, because I'm going to need the skins, if only to repair the coat that I'm wearing. But I didn't want to lose any of it. And I'll tell you what, I'll be honest. If I hadn't gone after the wolf, I thought Eugene was going to give me a hard time for not harvesting the wolves. So, yes, I did take a few chances, it has to be said. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that actually I got away with today, to be honest. The likelihood that the weather would change was high. I had a free fire day all day, which is, oh no. Yeah, no, I've always known about leaving the quarters outside and harvesting the quarters as fast as possible. But as I was saying, yeah, the weather could have changed. That would have been unpleasant. If I hadn't ended up near the fishing hut, well, okay, I ended up, but it was a free fire day, so I could shoot the wolf. The good news is that between me and where the bear was is now temporarily safe, which is remarkable. Now, of course, the area behind me, up on the railway tracks, is not, but we've now got 2 wolves, lots of food. Great, we're doing good. We are doing good. This was a very, very successful day in the long dark. I will obviously be back this evening with Warframe. Yeah, let me know what you think of the thumbnail for the Warframe live stream. Because I think it's adorable. And it's completely unlike Warframe, it has to be said. Anyway, like I say, yeah. Hope you all have a great day. I'm going to go and get some lunch. And I will see you all next time.